Well, I think we are trying to fit into a landscape that is currently not serviced properly because you have larger companies who have profits and are able to list in the stock, and then you have the banking market covering everybody else. There's a very wide swath of businesses that are very strong in profit but not necessarily vettable, and so they can do revenue-based financing. And Macao, not having the legacy of a lot of other different other products and asset classes, were able to embrace this new development, with a complete openness. They're very prudent regulators, but on the other hand, they really embrace innovation in a very big way, because I think they clearly see digital-based exchange on a revenue-based financing is going to have a huge future.
This is going to seem like a very obvious question, but why did Macau authorities give you a license to operate an exchange?
Yes, I mean, at the beginning when I was talking to a number of jurisdictions about possibility of setting up a new way of trading, and I think, when I went to Macau on actually a different mission, but the regulators and the government, and they realizing what I was trying to do, they're saying, well, we've been doing this for 100 years. So what do you mean you've been doing it for 100 years? Because at the time it's more on a daily revenue-based financing. They're saying for any casino to open every day, government walks in every day, no matter what happens, take a percentage of daily revenue as part of the government tax regime. So they clearly understand the revenue-based, the daily nature, the more frequent nature of taxation, which is different kind of financing. So they're saying, well, we're very used to this sort of dynamic regulation, and we think we can do this, apply this to finance. So that's where we are.
Bringing the conversation back to Macau, do you expect to eventually see a stock market there? And what are your expectations for the new chief executive, Sam Ho-Fai?
Yeah, well, it's not going to be a traditional stock market. It's going to be a two-tier digital market, and the businesses are reporting their own earnings into a digital format and use that digital vehicle as the vehicle to finance. And then the investors are investing in the digital, sort of a listed digital fund, and the units of which is funded by the investors, but it is the GPs of digital fund are making the investment decisions. So we allow a very large segment of the economy, internet platforms, software companies, and many other people who have great insight and control into the businesses of their sort of a segment and the ecosystem, are making the investment decisions, and investors indirectly benefit from the investment decisions they make, but they're funding the investment. So it's a very different way of doing it. And I think if we can succeed, Macau is going to be a very unique place, because this is the place where you feel that important gap. You supplement to the traditional market. You're not trying to disrupt anything. You just created a segment of the market where currently investors are not getting the great returns that otherwise would be available, and issuers are not getting the financial services that they deserve, and we're just filling that void.